Hello there everyone, thanks for joining me at my bench once again. In this tutorial I'm going to tie up a really small dry fly pattern. This little guy I come up with in the summer when the tricos are hatching. It's a little trico spinner pattern, and this one is a real easy tie, and I found it really effective, just as effective as the other ones you see with the poly wings and different style that they tie. And this guy's simpler to tie, so I thought I'd show this one to you this time. So get him out of the vise, a fresh hook in, I'll get started here. Now the hook I'm using is a TMC 100 standard dry. It's a size 20, and I tie them like a 20 down to a 24, so this is the largest size. I tie them here, 20. So we'll get that locked down in the vise, and I'm using quite a fine black thread. It's a veevus 14/0, or you could also use uni 8/0 would work, in black. So first thing I'm going to do is start my thread a ways behind the eye here, put a quarter of the way down, wrap back, and when we get back to the bend here, you want to leave this tag end of thread hanging here, because I'm going to use that here in a bit. So then we're going to wrap forward once again, stop our thread there again. Now the tail on this little guy is just some light done micro fibetts, synthetic material, and I'm just going to pick out two for the tail. You can use 3, but I just use 2 is all. Okay. I find it doesn't really make a lot of difference to the trout, so alright. I have 2 fibetts here, and I'm going to measure those up. I'm just going to make a couple wraps here on the top first, and I'm going to pull these guys to length, and I don't want them much longer than the hook shank itself, a little bit longer. Alrighty, so I'm going to wrap back on those just like so. Alright, now what I'm going to do is take my finger and push up on them just to split them apart. Now we'll take that little tag end of thread here and put that right between the 2 fibetts and fold it forward and just catch it with your thread just like so. Then we'll wrap back on that like so here, and forward once again. And we'll grab that thread and the fibetts and snip off the excess, just like so. Okay. Now see that there? We'll keep your tail split. That little piece of thread, there's just a little trick there. Thought I'd show you that one. Okay, next step, we're going to tie in the hackle here. And the hackle is light done. And I go one size larger than the hook, so this is a 20, so I got about a size 18 hackle here. And I'm going to tie that in dull side facing rearward. And we're going to wrap back a ways onto that guy. Then forward. Catching that in nice and tight. And we'll come in and snip off that tag in there. Okay, a little bit closer there. Okay, that's fine. Alrighty, now we're going to dub the thorax. And for the thorax, just any black dubbing. Super fine black would be the best, but I'm out of that right now, so I'm using some hare's ear black dubbing. And very, very, very sparse noodle on this for the thorax. And I'll put a little tacky wax on the thread here. Don't want very much on there at all. Okay. Just have a very fine noodle on here. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, now we'll come up. What I'm going to do is start wrapping that thorax. I'm going to come in front of that hackle, and I'm also going to lift up on it and make about 2 wraps behind it. Then we'll come forward and wrap back, and then wrap our thread through to the eye, and we'll stop our thread there. And if there's any long guard hairs, just snip those out. just like so there. Okay, now our next step is to grab the pliers, and we're going to wrap our hackle through that thorax, and hopefully it won't break on us, because sometimes these smaller hackles are quite fragile. Just go easy with it. But you want to keep moderate tension on it, that's for sure. So yeah, we'll just keep wrapping forward here. Just palmer it through that thorax till we get to where we want to tie off. Okay, I'm going to come up, make a couple wraps behind that guy there, just like so, and throw in a couple in the front, and come in and snip off that tip. Yeah, they're real nice and easy like. Alrighty. Okay, we have our hackle wrapped, and if I got any errant fibers there, I'm just going to snip those out. Okay, yeah, I'll make a few wraps there in front. Try not to trap too many of those down. Okay, so the next step is just to bring in my whip finisher here. And I'll make a 3 or 4 turn whip finish. Oops, I sort of messed up there on that, so we'll do one more. Okay, that should be fine. We got 2 whip finishes. Snug it down, we'll snip off the excess. Okay, now it doesn't look much like a spinner yet, but now what we're going to do is I'm going to come in here and just have a look at my hackle here, and I want to snip some off the top and also off the bottom. So I'll come in, snip some off the top first, just like so. Then I'm going to come underneath, and I'll snip some off along the bottom, just like so. Okay, just so we have an even amount on each side, pretty much what you're trying to do here, so the wings look decent uniform. Okay, I got another one there to snip out. Okay, he's being stubborn. Alrighty. There we go. That's pretty much it. There's not a lot to this pattern. It's simple, like I was saying. It's very simple to tie, but I found it quite effective. Doesn't look like there's a lot to it, but the troops seem to like it, so I thought I'd share this pattern with you. Alright. So there we are, another size 20 trico spinner. Okay, I'm just trimming up a few of these stray fibers here. Okay, there we go. Now one last step that I'll do. You see me use this stuff a lot just to make this fly last longer and be a little more durable. Is I'll take a tiny bit of solar res bone dry, and I'll come in on the body, thread wraps on the body, on the top and underneath. Just give that a little coat, and also on the thread wraps. Just be very careful you don't get any on the hackle. Alrighty. Okay, that's pretty much what we're looking for there. Okay, now I'll just come in and cure it with the light and he will be done. Okay. Always take a few seconds here. Alrighty. Well, there we have it. A size 20 trico spinner. I had a lot of luck with it during the trico hatch, late August and early September where I fish, and I hope you can tie this one up and give him a try. Also, if you have tricos in your area, just give this guy a try. I say there's lots of trico patterns out there, but this one's just a real easy tie, and I thought you might like to see this one tied up. So, like always, thanks a lot for watching once again, and I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. And if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that good old subscribe button. Appreciate that a great deal. And until next time, happy tying out there. Stay safe everyone, and I'll see you again soon. So long for now, folks.